one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everybody to the new council.
Yes.
Yes.
Spangler.
Here.
Wallum. Phillips.
Here.
Browning.
Here.
Excuse me, absences, Fox is the person from the last meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I think this time we'll go ahead and do a little housekeeping, and we'll open up the nomination for clerk.
I would like to nominate Mindy Eisnagel.
I would like to second that.
Okay. Is there any other nominations? Okay, we'll close the nominations. Since there's only one person, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
So next I want to open up the floor for President Pro Tem. Is there any nomination? You nominate yourself if you want to go ahead here.
I'd be interested.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay. Anybody else? Close the floor for nominations. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Is there any public comment? All those in favor of approving the meeting minutes of last meeting say aye.
Aye.
Any correspondence?
No, sir.
Any reports from any committees? Any old business? You have one question. Two trailers we had that we were gonna have demo. One mysteriously disappeared, one's mysteriously still there. I thought they were gonna take care of it.
You know, I'm not sure what the other trailer was. We just got.
Cause I thought the person said they were gonna take care of it, and it's still there. I mean, it's still.
Which one we're talking
The
about?
one on
Minnesota
Fifth
Indy.
Street and
Oh.
isn't that it?
Is it on Wisconsin? That's what you're talking about? Over on, like.
337 to 6, or D
Hey.
Street.
Yeah, D in Minnesota.
Yeah, D and S. It
Yeah.
has a sign on it that we condemned it. And I thought that, Harry,
Oh.
I thought Harry went there and they said they were gonna take care of it.
Sorry. So the one over here off of 11th Street, or 12th Street, and Dangerous Dip,
On
that one was
Vermont.
removed by the property owner.
Yeah.
The other one, the service director, we got a quote from Harry to
Mhm.
tear down, and the property owner decided to pay him directly to have that removed. So that's why I have no idea why it's not been taken care of.
Yeah, I'm
We
gonna say,
can find out.
cause I was wondering how long we were give them to take care of it.
Two more trailers got removed over off by the pool. I thought it was straight there in front of the pool.
They're in the process of being,
They're
one's
gone.
gone, they're gone.
They're both gone, yeah, they're both gone.
Okay.
We had condemned those, and then the landowners agreed to do it themselves,
Okay.
so they both got removed also.
That's fine, I'm fine with that, it's just.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
agreed. We'll follow up on it, make sure it's happening, but I'm sure they probably got a schedule.
Anything else? Any new business?
Yeah, I have a question. I noticed that the clerk's office is no longer taking cash. What was the reasoning behind that?
So this actually started probably 3 or 4 years ago. We started down this rabbit hole. It just took a while for us to get here. So the reason for it is I'm sorry if your mic isn't on. The reason for it was the complications that were added by the cash in the building, because we have rules that we have to follow with cash. And so the thought was, whenever we first started looking at it, no one else, you can't pay your gas bill, your electric bill, anything else in cash. We were the only ones still taking it. All the other utilities, if you want to pay for cash, you have to go somewhere like Locker or Gas and Stuff or Walmart. So we literally followed the same path that they all did, just to eliminate that from our building. Because we're government entity, we have a lot of rules we have to follow with cash.
Right.
So just to eliminate doing them, we just eliminated cash. But other than that, there was no other. This was the whole part of the thing when we started with the bill pay elsewhere outside of the city of Wellston.
Yeah.
We did talk today about maybe looking at waiving the fee or absorbing the fee.
That was my next question.
Yeah, that's the question I had.
The bill pay online, and that is something we could, if you want us to take a look at that, I can get you numbers on what that would cost and what it would look like. We can do that. I can have it by the next meeting. I'm sure I can get you a number on what that would look like.
My only thought with that is that if we're requiring them to pay online or to come in and pay with a credit card or whatever,
Then we're
then we
upcharging.
shouldn't
Or it
be
feels like we're
charging
upcharging.
So they
them.
can pay with the check or cashier's check it
Okay.
in-house still,
Okay.
and there's no fee for that, of course. That'll be the way to avoid any of that is to pay with the check.
Okay. Do you think there's anybody that won't be able to pay because they only deal in cash? And I'm not wording that correctly, but,
I know what you mean.
They can pay cash at lockers.
They go to locker.
oh,
and
they
pay
still
cash.
can do that?
Yep, they can pay
Okay.
cash at locker or
Okay.
gas and stuff or Walmart.
Just not here in the building.
Just
Okay.
not in the building. Yep.
And that's for fees and everything, like water shut turn-ons and for everything.
Yes, yes. The only thing that the cash will still be, the rec department will still be dealing in cash. And I believe we agreed that the
Code enforcement
the code office will still be dealing in cash.
and general, please.
Yep, and John Brown for impounds will still be dealing in cash.
Thank you.
We have anything else? Let's move on.
Second reading of ordinance number 2025-88, an ordinance approving additional appropriations in the EPA OWDA water plant project expense lines from the EPA OWDA water plant project revenue line and declaring an emergency.
We don't have to do it as an emergency.
Oh, okay, I was just gonna say the.
This was, the reason we're trying to do it as an emergency, we was trying to get it done on last year's budget, but we're already past that. If you remember, in the budget, we allocated money this year that we could spend, but if we don't allocate this money to add to that line, whenever it gets to the end of the project, we're gonna run out of money, so we'll just be doing it then. Since we already got this one on the agenda, let's go ahead and let it go to 3 readings and then we'll approve it, and then that way we can just not have to do it later on.
Second reading of ordinance number 2025-89, an ordinance authorizing journal entry corrections to the city's financial records and declaring an emergency.
So we can explain this one kind of, you wasn't here probably the last time, when we first started talking about this. We had, if you would like to speak, I know you're probably way more, intelligent to it, but basically what happened was there were some mistakes from a while back in our system. It wasn't like money was misallocated, it was just moved into the wrong lines, and this is to correct it, but she could probably talk more detail of it than I can.
It's 27,000, I don't know the exact, it's 27,000 something, but it's not like missing money, it's money that came in as a revenue and was never posted to the system, so we actually just have to go back and post it to the system, we just have to have your okay to do that, to fix the system.
We need an emergency or?
If
We put it on as an
Balance?
emergency because we was trying to do it before the end of the
Yeah, that's
budget
why I'm
year,
wondering,
so we
it's the
have
same
enough
thing
people.
now.
we just
So-
keep carrying this every month, so every month, whenever we go to balance, we
Well,
have to,
it'll be
like-
3 readings next week, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, we
fine,
can do it next
it will
week.
be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go another week, it's fine. We was trying to do, the reason it's put on the we was trying to do it before the budget.
Yeah.
ended,
Right.
That's why you can ride now.
First reading of resolution number 2026-01, a resolution authorizing the mayor of Wellston to apply for, accept, and enter into a water supply revolving loan account agreement on behalf of the city of Wellston for planning, design, and/or construction of water facilities and designating a dedicated repayment source for the loan and declaring an emergency.
Need a sponsor?
Well,
Thank you. Discussion?
oh, so we talked about it, yeah. So this is just the continuing for phase 2 of the water treatment plant. Phase 1 is obviously underway and starting to wrap up. We're getting ready to bid out phase 2. This is just gonna be the continuation of the same project.
Does this need to be passed as an emergency?
Yes.
Oh, does it? I'm sorry, I thought we could write this one. We have to, okay, I apologize. Then we did.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rules.
I'll second.
Doobie?
Yes.
Bach?
Yes.
Spangler?
Yes.
Woolen?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Browning?
I'll make a motion that,
To adopt and pass?
yeah, to adopt and pass.
I'll second.
Doobie?
Yes.
Bach?
Yes.
Spangler?
Yes.
Woolen?
I'll explain it
Phillips?
to
Yes. Browning?
Yes.
First reading of ordinance number 2026-02, an ordinance approving additional appropriations in the fire department new equipment line from the 201 fire fund carryover and declaring an emergency.
I'll sponsor.
Thanks.
I'll let the chief talk to it.
So, real quick, on the first amount, the $30,000 amount, what that was for was last year we received the $150,000 capital budget money from the state. The auditor's office provided me with a list of open POs that we had. I made the mistake of checking the box on that one and saying we could close that PO, and it was a mistake on my part. We can't close it because we have to spend the full $150,000. So now I need to reappropriate it back in so I can spend that $30,000 to close out the grant. And on the second one, the $42,500, we received the Marks grant this year. I didn't anticipate getting that grant this early. Usually when you get a grant from the state, it takes several months. So they gave us our award letter at the end of November, and a week later the money went into our account, direct deposit. So in December we got the money. So, but before I can order the equipment, I have to have it obviously in there to get a PO number to order it. So there is no match to that. It's all free money and it's in there. But the reason for the emergency is so that we can get that $30,000 spent that I had them close out. So that was a mistake on my part.
I make a motion to suspend the rules.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Stube?
Yes.
Bach?
Yes.
Spangler?
Yes.
Woolham?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Browning?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to adopt and pass.
Thank you.
Second.
Stube?
Yes.
Bach?
Yes.
Spangler?
Yes.
Woolham?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Browning?
Yes.
First reading of ordinance number 2026-03, an ordinance approving additional appropriations in the Officer Blue Fund and the Drug Enforcement Supplies, Materials, and Maintenance Fund.
Need a sponsor?
Woolham?
Thanks. Discussion? John, you want to?
Yeah. Just come up here. This is an oversight on my part. When we did the budget, this money was in the fund, but we didn't have you appropriate it over. So I'm starting the year with nothing in either one of these lines, and those fund both of our K-9 projects. So the Blue Fund has almost 25,000 in it. I'm just asking to move 20, and the Drug Fund has almost a little over 8,000 in it. I'm just asking to move 5. That's all that is. Doesn't necessarily have to be an emergency. We can get by until middle of next month.
Thanks. Okay, Mr. Mayor.
All right. So first off, I definitely want to welcome Keith Woolham back. We're excited to have you here, sir. So thank you. What else do we have?
Yeah.
Good. We'll be starting on the New York Street project coming up here soon. The widening there between what is it? 10th and 11th, I believe it is. We'll be starting that project here the first of the year. Hopefully by February it'll be getting let out. That one is just going to basically make New York Avenue look like the rest of New York Avenue does going north. We'll be extending it one more block. Obviously our goal is to eventually get all the way down to 14th Street. But that project will be starting. At the next city council meeting, so next week, we'll be doing basically our year in review. So we'll have a lot more talking points just to cover all the projects we have going on. And all the grant lines. And actually, we started getting into it, and once we started digging into like Pennsylvania and into the water plant, just trying to get all the fund lines lined up, it was a lot. So we wanted one more week before we brought it to you. But we'll be starting that next week. What else do I have here for the meeting? We said that. The Ambler, so I know we kept talking about the Ambler. We applied for the Ambler for the Louis. We were not selected this year for that. We still have one more option. We have one more grant out for that. After that, we'll probably gonna have to go back to the drawing board. We received a grant, was it a year ago now, Mindy? A year roughly ago? For $1.5 million for the Louis, but it has a match that we just can't cover. So we're trying to find another grant to help cover the match, because we can't cover it. So that's kind of where we're at with it. So we still have one more grant out there, one more option out there. After that, we're going to be back to the drawing board, or at least waiting until next year for the next round.
How much match does that one require?
$750,000, I believe we have to come up with.
So can you match grant with a grant?
We can. Yep, we did. We asked that. So we can definitely match it with another grant. It's a state one, not a federal, so we can match a grant with a grant. But we gotta find one. So,
How sick was that?
right now, we did bring in an engineer in the very beginning. When we got the first round, we've already gotten 2 grants for it. In the first round of the grant money, we actually did pay an engineer to come in. They said for now it is safe because the top of the brick walls are not capped, that it will eventually start to have ice damage in the winter. So we have to keep an eye on it. But if we start seeing cracks in those bricks, that'll be the death of it.
Do we have any grant money left for it? I mean, is there enough to cover that at least with something, or?
Not right now. We have no grant money we have access to right now. If the city wanted to allocate money and put a roof on it, we could, but that'd be out of our own pocket. And if we did that, we could use that money as match money towards the grant that we already have.
Yeah, but what's the cost for just a roof, though? That's
We'll
not
probably,
really-
you'll probably have 100 to 150,000 into putting a roof on.
Yeah, and where are we getting that at?
Yeah, exactly. It'd have to come out of our, I mean, that's what we have, the general fund. There's nowhere else I can take it
I
from.
mean, I was just wondering if you could put a covering up just over the walls.
We could possibly look at doing something.
To kind of
Top
save
of the
that,
tops of the brick.
I could look into see getting a cost for that. We
Yeah.
could see if there's an option out there.
just to save it, you know.
To keep it from getting any further damage. Yep, we can look into that. I asked for the executive session tonight. We have 2 contractual and then 1 personnel. Well, it's 2 personnel issues, but to discuss about. Other than that, we'll keep it short tonight. I have nothing else for you.
Okay. We have no service director, so no law director. Anything from auditor's office other than the fact that he's not here?
You have an expense report and the statement attached to this.
We did have a meeting last week with me. We had to renew a CD. And as we discussed before, the 3 people that have to meet to do that is me, the auditor, and the treasurer. We did send out an invite. Me and the auditor showed up. Me and the treasurer showed up. The auditor did not attend the meeting. So me and the treasurer made the decision to renew the CD.
So do we have any idea, when was the last time he was in office, or
I cannot
did
honestly
anything?
answer that.
The last time he was here for anything was the last council meeting he was at, but to
So
be
that's-
in the actual office, it's been a year, at least a year.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Okay, pretty good service.
The last council meeting or the last
The last one he came.
committee
The last-
meeting?
Cause he came to a council meeting after that.
Okay, you're right.
I don't know when that was, how long was that?
It was a while ago.
That committee meeting was in August, wasn't it? Was it
He did
August?
come in and
September?
make a couple of deposits when we were at training.
Yes, and that's, yeah, we had to track him down for that. But he did show up to collect the bag and take it to the bank and drop it off.
So it would have been either March 5th or August 12th.
Okay. All right. So we have clerk's report.
Yes, you have the December sales and consumption and year-end sales and consumption, those were in your email.
Okay, and the treasurer.
No, sir.
Rex not here. Mr. Fire.
Yes, we'll have an end of the year report for you along with the mayor's report. My report is addressed to the mayor, which he'll release my year-end report, which will discuss the academy and everything we do in the fire department, plus our run volume and calls. You'll have all that at your next meeting. Code enforcement, we have we started a new program in code enforcement where we have invented a door hanger like we do for our high grass, where we are hanging those door hangers on what I would call, I'm trying to say this to be politically correct, non-compliant trash properties. I'm not calling the property trashy. I'm saying that it is full of debris. And I'm sure all of you on council, and I've talked to all of you individually, there are properties in your wards and in the city that need absolute attention. So this is a warning from code enforcement. We're hanging them on the door if they're not home, talking to them if they're home, giving them 30 days to comply to get their property free and clear of debris before we would issue a citation, which is next. So, and then I would like to discuss litigation with you in executive session if that's okay. If I can wait, if you don't want to do it tonight.
That's fine,
but-
let's do it.
And you also get a report next week with how many building permits we've had. All of that will be available for you next week. So that's all I have.
Ryan, will that include inspections?
I'm so
And
sorry.
will that include information on inspections that have taken place?
Sure. Yep.
Whether it's rental
Yep.
or?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll get you all that in your
Okay,
report.
thank you.
Sorry, Chief.
That's all right. I also will have a monthly report for you guys the next meeting. It'll include the basic stuff that I did before, arrests, calls, stuff like that. He mentioned Mark's radios earlier. I wanted to touch on that real quick. We're in the process of trying to convert over to Mark's radios, and I think all of you know that we're chasing a grant through the capital budget. I got an email on it today. It moved through the next step in the process. I don't know how close to the end of that process we are, but it's still moving along. We've also able to purchase enough radios to put in the cars to get us over the hump. So that puts us significantly closer to the end of the project. And then today, I don't think anyone knows this, I talked to the Department of Public Safety, the Highway Patrol, and they have some portable radios that they're just going to transfer to us.
Nice.
That are actually very good radios and are way better than what we have now. So I'm going to reach out and set that up so that, that's 66% of the project is done then. So just wanted to
Exciting.
bring you up to speed on that.
Thank you.
All right, before we go into executive session, I want to mention we have a opening Walter's position for Fourth Ward Council. So I'd like for you to post that, just find out from Joe how long it has to be posted, and then have people submit a letter of interest. Then we'll bring it up to council and vote on whoever shows up or whoever wants the position.
Do you want to require a resume, or do you just want it to be a letter of intent?
I mean, they can put a small resume in there.
You want it to be optional though? Leave it
Yeah,
optional?
yeah, I think so.
An optional resume?
Yeah.
But you do want a letter of intent?
Yeah.
No walk-ins that day of, is what I'm asking.
I don't know what's.
I think we
council
need
feel.
to see ahead of time. We need time to look over
That's fine.
the
I just wanna make sure we put out the letter
Yeah.
exactly the way you
Yeah.
want it. So you want a letter of intent
Right, yes.
and an optional resume.
Yeah.
And I just wanna make sure we put it out the way you want it, so.
I don't know if are we allowed to not take walk-ins though? I mean, is that?
I can ask Joe Kirby to make sure. I think
Yeah.
you can require the letter of intent.
Yeah.
But I'll ask,
Okay.
I'll get with Joe Kirby to make sure.
It's fine with me, it's just make sure we're on the up and up. Okay, so somebody wanna make a motion to go into executive session?
I'll motion.
Second.
Hold a second.
Doobie?
Yes.
Bach?
Yes.
Spangler?
Yes.
Woolen?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Riley?
Yes.
7:22, you said, personnel,
Contractual,
And then
and then he wants to do
Litigation.
litigation also.
Litigation.
We'll hit all three of them. All
Okay.
three talking points.
okay.
that's.
Thank you guys. Thank you ladies and
Thanks.
gentlemen.
Got 'em back?
Yeah, I got you. Since Teresa's not here to say she'll do it.
I know, they're not.
Mandy, you can go
No.
sort